What is going on, everybody? Gameweek 11 is finished. We're going into an international break, so last stream for a little while. Well, not that little while, but anyway. We're going to be talking about Gameweek 11. I got a green arrow this week. It was a pretty good green arrow as well. But it just still feels like a rubbish week, mainly because another captain fail. Salah finally gets a good score. I say finally, he's doing really well. He finally gets a big score. Been saying for a while it was coming. I think he just looks like that kind of player. But I've still not really considered captain apart from the week before. Maybe that should change. And now, Morata scored against Man United. Lukaku looks rubbish without Pogba. Aguero and Jesus, just who's going to start? What minutes are they going to get? I don't know what to do with my forward line. Eriksen has missed out again. I don't know what to do. That's a good start to the stream. I have no idea what to do. I've looked at potentially wildcarding. This was supposed to be the week that I wildcarded. Is it on? Maybe. Have I hit the button yet? Nope. Because I don't know what to do. I'm stuck, lads. I think I'm worried too much about the forward lines. I've looked at a Kane, Lukaku, Morata option. I've looked at a 3-5-2 option. Looked at maybe getting Wilson or Abraham up front. I don't know. Did I calculate what my wildcard team would have got this week? No, because I didn't really know what I would have picked. I would have probably put Lukaku in for a start. Abraham. I probably would have kept most of that midfield. My problem with 3-5-2 is the fifth forward. Just hate it. If there was a 4.5 million playing forward, I'd probably be more up for it. I think the worry about all the fixtures as well is like how many there are. The fixture congestion is making me think I can't go 3-5-2. But maybe if I have just that one, if I sort out my defence and get nailed on, mostly nailed on players. Obviously, everyone can miss a game from time to time. That's just unlucky. But maybe get that defence sorted, and maybe I can go with a bench fodder forward. Just take it from there. You're sick of this song. Other people love this song though. Anyway, before we get into it, because I've already spoken quite a bit. Welcome everybody. I hope you're all well. Hit that like button. If you think you're going to enjoy this stream, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. But most importantly, go and vote on the polls. We've got 5 polls tonight. Will Lukaku come good? I think a lot of people were looking at this stretch of fixtures to bring him in. But he's looking poor. So am Man United. Mkhitaryan's just dropped off. We're awful without Pogba. But the fixtures are good. Is 3-5-2 or 4-4-2 viable? Basically 3-4-3 seems to be king this year, but I'm not so sure. Is it time to look beyond Kane captain? He's still not done it against a weak team at Wembley. But he does have 3 away fixtures in the next 4 to come. Should I wildcard? A lot of people want to tell me what to do. And what was your Gameweek 11 score? My score, for those asking, was 53. So again, it's okay for a captain fail, but I shouldn't have captain fails. I mean, getting rid of Aguero for Kane, didn't actually hurt me in the end because I saved 4 points and I kept Jesus, who scored anyway. So I think I was like 1 point better off. The problem was, once I bought in Kane, I captained him. Whereas if I didn't have him, I would have captained Salah or Aguero. And I'm not saying I would have definitely captained Salah. But either way, it would have been better. Quainer, you're only non-starter. You've been on 4-4-2 or 3-5-2 since the wildcard. See? I might go through some wildcards tonight of what I've been looking at. The 3-5-2, I don't know. I mean, if I go 3-5-2, I probably have 2 Man City mids. And there's so many times they might both be benched. I think I'm keeping Sterling, though. I'm keeping Salah, 100%. Richarlison, probably. Carroll, no. Carroll will go, for sure. In what order would I rank the premium strikers right now? I don't know. I still don't see how I get rid of Harry Kane. Even though... No, I think Harry Kane's probably still top for me. Rightly or wrongly, he's probably top. And then I'm even wondering if Morata is next. So I've been looking at Morata for the fixtures that are coming up. Been looking at him and Hazard. He goes to scores against Man United. It was another header from another Azpilicueta cross. Really nice header, to be fair. But he did fluff a few chances. But then, on another game, he puts them away. He's scoring 2 or 3 goals. He's decent. Lukaku, we've seen in the past, is a flat track bully. He's got the fixtures for that. But Newcastle and Brighton haven't really been getting bowled over by teams. I think Pogba is such a huge miss for us. Thoughts on Jones's sub? To be honest, he was on a yellow card, looked a bit dodgy, and we needed to attack, so probably made sense to bring him off. I wouldn't read too much into it. Morata does save some cash too, yeah. I mean, Jesus and Aguero, like, I've given up trying to figure out which one's best. I still think probably Aguero. It feels like Jesus is not... Like last year we thought Jesus was the wonder boy. I think he was, really. He kept getting the starts, but this year it doesn't seem so. I think Aguero is the one. But we still don't know what minutes he's going to get every week. Especially with all these fixtures. I'm worried about getting too many Man City players. So I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. I mean, my team's doing fine. I just wonder how much better it could be doing if I wildcarded. I don't know. I mean, this week, let me put my team on for this week. I was chatting about this to people last night, right? And fair enough, they had some players that they thought I should change. But I think every week, there's always a player you'd like to change. Whether a change is 100% needed is a different matter. So I would say, if they score from 20-minute cameos, who cares? I know, but 5 points is not enough for Jesus. 6 points is not enough for Aguero. Unless they're doing it week in, week out. And Jesus isn't. I feel like getting Morata in now is like a bit of a knee-jerk. Even though we've been waiting for the fixtures. And they are good fixtures. I've not clicked wildcard yet. Sané is a must. I don't know if he is. I mean, is Sané that much more of a must than Sterling? I'm calling it now. Kane brace versus Arsenal. Kane will probably be my captain this week. Well, he is my captain. There you go. Which situation is worse, the Tottenham wingbacks or Man City attack? They're all going to be annoying. I think the wingbacks are more annoying because once it goes past 30 minutes, they can't get their clean sheet. Yeah, Kante is a big plus. Yeah, Jesus has been okay for me, but I mean, his scores since Game Week 6 are 0, 5, 13, 1, 1, 5. It's not good enough. So I mean, if I don't wildcard, I could do Jesus to Morata for free, and job done. I have to play Vardy for one more week. But I don't know if I need to wildcard. I really don't this week. Jones against Newcastle, Ward against Swansea, Norton against Burnley. Goalkeeper is potentially a problem, granted. Azpilicueta looks really good. And I think Chelsea will get clean sheets, but they're very expensive. I don't know how many... Like, I'd like a Spurs defender, I think, still. But they're really expensive as well. And there's so many good, cheap defenders on offer. I don't know if it's worth spending the money. Especially when attackers are so pricey. Yeah, of course Vardy against Man City is not ideal, but... I think City are there to be scored past. Otamendi's suspended as well. Don't know if I got money in the bank. Nothing. No money in the bank. How did Sterling get 5 points? He didn't get an assist. He got an assist, basically, for the Aguero penalty. The thing is, people know I've got a wild card, so they always say to use it. But if someone else had that team and they posted it up, so do you need to wild card this? Probably not. So I wonder if Jesus to Morata is the move to make and just keep the wild card a little bit longer. Yes, Sutton, Long and Carroll are not good. But, I mean, obviously, the hope is that I don't have to play him. You need to wildcard simples. Okay, so when I look for that team, right, if I was going to wildcard, the players I would 100% take out, right, no questions asked. Long, Sutton, Carroll, Foster, and Vardy and Jesus. So 6 players. And 4 of those are potentially bench players. There's only 2 first teamers, which I 100% think I need to go. Your keepers should win. Yeah, keepers granted are not good this week. Gameweek 13, they're okay though. I think one of them's got Watford. Azpilicueta is a must. He's 6.7 million. 6.7 million. I don't know. I mean, his scores are pretty damn good. With some very, very nice fixtures. But still. Yeah, of course, like there's always going to be players that are tempting to get rid of. Eriksen is one. I don't know who I change him for though. Ali, maybe. Mane, double up on Liverpool attackers. Is a possibility. I won't get a better time to wildcard. Why keep Norton? Okay. Like, again, Norton, yes, it'd be nice to swap him, but it's not the end of the world. If you wildcard, you need Azpilicueta. I really don't know how people are fitting an Azpilicueta. Must be dropping a midfielder or something. Let's do. You are not a real Man United fan. You are happy to see Liverpool win matches. Oh, Jesus Christ! This is FPL we're talking about. Get over it. Okay, so let's look at some potential wildcards, right? I can't keep the chat on the screen. What scenario would you use this wildcard? I don't know really. I guess I'm looking for some big injuries. Let's say over the international break, Kane, Salah, Eriksen all get injured, then that's a wildcard time. Yeah, I agree. Burnley double up is decent, right? So this is what I'm... So for 3 big hitters, it looks something like this. So this is the 3 big hitter. Waiting for all the Aguero calls. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Salah's a bad example. He's not called up, but whatever. 3 big players get injured or something like that. No, I'm probably not going to double up on Man United because it's just too expensive. Yes, I will rectify my Ward pick and go for Ben Mee and hope he scores a goal. Who would you prefer if money was no problem, Alonso or Azpilicueta? It's probably got to be Azpilicueta right now, I guess, but will Alonso come good with the fixtures? Maybe. 6.9 million or whatever he is, though. Vardy is nailed on over Christmas, you're right. The thing is, the fixture congestion, though, I do wonder how many times players will be rotated, realistically. Yes, I mean, is a player really going to be rested twice? Possibly. But that's going to be the maximum, you'd think. Everton fixtures look good, they do, but Everton are awful. Anyway, back to this wildcard. I'll try and answer the questions as they go. Yeah, we didn't see that much rotation last year, exactly. Let me just put in 2 more 4.5s for argument's sake. I probably would stick with Swansea, I think. Arguably, you go for Moreno. Great at home. It's an okay fixture, but then, yeah. Whatever, we'll just put a 4.5 in for now. Can argue about who it should be later. Man City have 8 games in 24 days. So, yeah, so it's rotation as normal then. Fernandes. No, I don't really want to put a 4 million defender in. So actually, I looked at this earlier, yeah, so it actually gives me exact money for something like that. So that's one wild card. I've never seen someone so badly overthink something. You're just waiting for a sign to say Andy wildcard now. I don't think that's the case, no. People can't wait to wildcard usually. So there you go. That's the 3 up front wildcard. That's Lukaku and Morata. That's 3-4-3, I'd say. I mean, potentially 4-4-3, but okay. So straight away, okay. So fine. People are saying that's not really a benching headache. I don't think. I bench Loftus-Cheek virtually every week. So people generally are not okay. Some love for it, not a lot though. Okay, let's do another one then. Oh god, I hate having to remove these players every time. I mean, what about this? Okay, let me show you this. Come on. By the way, oh what? Is Callum Wilson now back in our thinking? By the way. Hang on, is this even showing up on... Oh yeah, it's showing up on stream, okay. Josh King, is he the man to get in? Is he suddenly going to start firing soon? Or is that for 4 points? Get rid of Jesus and Vardy. Murray is on fire, yeah. But let's do a 2 up front, okay? So let's say we do Lukaku. We're gonna go with. Jeez, it's loads now. Where have all these players come from? 0.1% owned. Ngoy. Bournemouth have great fixtures, and Ibe, King, and Wilson are very quick and dangerous. I like Wilson, but don't know if he's going to play. Danny Rose looked really good. If Danny Rose was nailed, I'd get him. It's actually doing my head in having to do this every time, because it's always the same backline. Me. Bum 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 bum. How's it going, Shawnee? Rashford, interesting. Oop. So this is 352. So you got to upgrade. So you got to upgrade Carroll. I just don't feel like there's enough money there. So let's say you go Mane. 6.9. So you go Zaha. But again, not going near Fellaini. Get Azpilicueta, but where do you fit him in? Yeah, Sean Dyche is a worry actually if he leaves. Will Burnley be able to keep up with the clean sheets? Take Hazard if you want 5 mids. Again though, so you'd have to go something like this. It is possible. Oh, that's 0.1 million off Choupo-Moting. I don't know, let's pretend like we can find that from somewhere. How far off is Heaton though? I don't know. What's the dunk glove? Too much red in my team? Maybe, yeah. Do I think United will play 2 up front when Ibrahimovic is back? No, I don't think Ibrahimovic and Lukaku, Jesus, so slow. Oh, sorry, that's how to get my 0.1 million. Sorry. Yeah. Can't even see what you can see on screen. So there's that, like 352, but where's my actual team? So that's my actual team. This is 3 up top team. And this is a 352. I don't like the 352 at all, I don't think. Or, I can't believe we've got to do all this again. I keep a similar. Let's say I go for Morata. Let's say I think he's better than Lukaku, which I'm not sure about. I'm also Abraham. I just got a bad feeling about him. He's not going to be able to play against Chelsea as well. But Callum Wilson's just not going to keep playing, is he? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so if I swap Hazard and the 4.5 million forward to a 4.4 plus Morata, that's basically this team. Basically, I hate the third striker. Gray for Watford's only in the team because Deeney's out. It's not going to last. I'm not sure about Gross. I know I can't keep writing him off. But he barely shoots. He's all assists. Will he keep that up? Maybe. I like Aaron Ramsey, yeah. We could get rid of Kane. That is another option. But I don't feel don't feel comfortable getting rid of him. Now, all assists isn't a bad thing. I just don't know if he's going to keep up this rate of assists. No horses tonight. Bring back the robot, Peter Crouch. No, I'm not going to get rid of Kane. I can't do it to myself. Yeah, I shouldn't write off. I shouldn't write off Tammy. I feel like he's going to be horrible to own, but could be wrong. Oh, I can't believe this is doing my head in. Seriously, doing my head in. Yeah, I mean, I could have Chupa Martin in this team. Don't fancy City defence? Not really. Congratulations on finishing your essay. I know you were writing that the other day. Did Chilwell play, by the way? Did he play again? Didn't even check. Oh, he picked up a knot, did he? Oh, he didn't play. I mean, I can take a points hit to get Lukaku in it for one. Why don't you use your 3.9 defender for 5th defence? No, I kind of want to upgrade that defence. Would I 100% keep Sterling? It's up for debate. But I think he's quite good value. I got him for 8.1. Or 8. Morata did miss a lot today. Scoring, he should have scored more, or set up more, or whatever. Ramsey does look good, must admit. Bring back Atsu. Atsu is where it all went wrong. I would love to know what David Luiz has done to be taken out. Christensen, yeah, he's not guaranteed starts, is he? Actually didn't miss as many as Richarlison, that's true. Yeah, Fabregas was really good today. I've lost which team I'm messing around with. question Conte's tactics not good. I think I've got Louise in draft actually. Is it me? Is it more me, or does this season seem more random than those in the past? I think it's tougher because so many options, and there's not like loads of standout play. Well, I don't know. Salah's pretty consistent. Man City are pretty consistent. I mean, I can squeeze in Zaha somewhere if I really want him. Christensen is nailed if Luiz is AWOL. Yeah, maybe. You're kind of betting on him being out a long time then. Not sure he will be. Oh, Rooney. No. Mahrez. A lot of love for Mahrez. Fair enough. 2 goals, sorry, and 3 assists by the looks of it, yeah, in his last 4. Man City and Spurs at home. The next 4 is not good, too good though. I love Son. If I could guarantee Son was going to play every week, I'd definitely get him. Nah, I'm not really going near the Chelsea defence unless I go Azpilicueta, and it's too expensive. De Bruyne plays every week and he looks good, but he's quite expensive. Azpilicueta is the top scorer in defender. I'm not saying he's the bad option. Sané's gone up to 8.8. I just don't think I can justify bringing him in now for that, even though he has looked insane. We could go David Silva to make sure I have someone that's playing every week. I mean, this is how you start to make your Azpilicueta money. It's still really tough though. Something like this. There you go. But Richarlison, getting rid of him already, I'm not sure I like that. 2 away games for Chelsea up next, not sure I like that either. I just wish Jan Vertonghen was a bit cheaper. But agreed, he's a good purchase. Yeah, Nias does seem, but is he not is he going to keep starting though? Are they going to stick with Unsworth? I don't know. Why don't you ever consider Sylvie, the guy on my team right now? Silva looked poor today. Yeah, Azpilicueta would be better in a 4-4-2, maybe. I have considered 4-4-2 and 3-4-2 because I hate that forward, that third forward position. It really does my head in. Who's most likely to come off the bench? None of these players. They're all awful. So I looked at Calvert-Lewin as well. And he didn't start that. Oh, I know he came on and scored. Point three off of Vertonghen. But you can do it if you go for a bench striker. Glenn Murray. 5.7. Old man Murray. I mean, 4 goals in 3 games. What? Yeah, fair enough. Not getting Salah because he's 8.8 when Salah's 9.1. Yeah, but Salah's awesome. He's guaranteed to start as well, pretty much. Speroni. Lukaku to Rashford. No, I don't like Rashford. I don't think Rashford's as good as everyone thinks he is. Speroni to free up funds. I think Pope's such good value though. There's always a chance Speroni loses his place. Yeah, that is true, yeah. Transfer down the line with Pope. Fernandinho, do you know what? It's not the worst shout. 5.2 million. Racking up the attacking points recently. You struggle to bench any of those defenders each week. I mean, you just play the expensive ones and then you choose between me and Daniels. If you play 4-4-2. Will Choupo-Moting ever score again? Which player have you wanted but didn't or couldn't get? None really, I suppose. There's always a player I'd like. I'd love to swap my attacking lineup every week. Yeah, the problem is that if I put Nias in, I'm 0.3 million off. Oh, you can't see it. How about now? I did mention like a few weeks ago that maybe getting a powerful defense was good for over Christmas and all the fixtures. But you know, even like Vertonghen can get a rest, especially with Dembele now back. He can play in the centre, which means Dyer can move backwards and give people rest. Swap Sterling for Sané. Yeah, that cost another 0.7 million. I got 53 this week. What's great is everyone tells me to wildcard and then everyone says I should keep the players I've already got. To be fair, outside of United and Spurs. Richarlison's got some really, really nice games. Burnley away is not so good, I suppose. Stay away from Ox. Oh, yeah. Don't need to be told that. Yeah, Abraham. I know about Abraham. No problem. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Richarlison disproved Jonty's away game theory. I think his theory was that he was better in away games, so if anything, he confirmed the theory. You could just experiment and see what happens if you don't wildcard for the entire season. I don't think so. Do I recall my Game Week 1 team? Yeah, we can look at it right now. You know who was there? Salah and Ericsson. What a great start to the season it was. Gabbiadini. What a legend. Same bench, yeah. Not much has changed in that respect. Stevens, Bertrand and Daniels all gone. Mkhitaryan gone, De Bruyne and Atsu, and Gabbiadini and Lukaku. But yeah, same bench. Probably needs a bit of a refresh at this point. Smalling nailed. No, I don't think so. He played for a while Bailly was at, and then he's played in the back three against the tougher teams. I wouldn't be surprised if Mourinho goes back to a back four against Newcastle, in which case it'd be Jones and Bailly. Team needs for Scoutcast? I don't know. It's not going to be on this week anyway. It'll be on a week Tuesday. Don't forget to hit that like button, people. We're nearly at 100 already. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to vote on the polls. We'll do them in about 5 or 10 minutes, I expect. Top right hand corner, click the little eye. Let me see how many we've had so far. Ten game weeks later, same bench. I know, it's done me alright, hasn't it? Only 161 votes so far, so... Oh god, where am I? Top right hand corner here. Click the little eye and vote. We'll do them in about 5 or 10 minutes. Charlie Austin, he'd be a game saver for us. People know which players are going to drop in value for or rise from sites like FPL Statistics. Yeah, that's not a bad 11 to be fair. I mean, Mkhitaryan, no, it is quite bad actually. It was great for Game Week 1 though. I better get rid of that off the screen. Should you get rid of Gross? Probably not. There's not really many reasons to get rid of him. Sunny rising again, is he? Let's have a look. My overall rank after game 1 was 300 and something thousand, I think. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Go super cheap. 2 4 million defenders. My rank's like 200k right now. 203,000. Yeah, it was much better times when Man United were beating teams 4-0, you're right. Oh my god. Someone's just tweeted me. Have a rough for the Scoutcast / stream. Did Azpilicueta and Morata to Kane captain and Mbemba for a -4, and they moved captaincy from Salah. Around 35 points lost. Ouch. Am I going to get Pogba in when he's back? Probably not straight away. Captain in Game Week 13. What a random question. Harry Kane against West Brom, of course. Who else? Lukaku hasn't scored for so long. Is he a lost cause? He hasn't scored since Game Week 7. He hasn't scored a brace since Game Week 1. Ugh. Ugly. How's it going, Jansky? Jazz festivaling. Very nice. Use Captain Kane at Wembley against a Pewter side. Of course I would. I'm a sucker for punishment. I don't know when to stop. Wait until you get a bad score to wildcard. I don't know if that's the best way of doing it. This went live like 45 minutes ago. He's returned in 8 out of 11 games. That is true. It's quite expensive though. You sat in the middle of of Rome watching the stream. Fair play, Gary. Will I captain Kane up to Game Week 24? I don't know. We'll see. Lukaku had naught touch in the box there. Yeah, Man United were poor. Doesn't City versus Huddersfield tempt me? We're looking at the right game week. Yeah, I mean, City will always tempt me, but who am I going to captain? I don't know. I'm probably only going to have Sterling by that point. I do wonder if we should start looking at captaining players like Salah, Sterling instead. They're pretty consistent. How come you get 3 PM games? Because I'm in Ireland. And Ireland is great. I think the thing with Captain and Kane is you're looking to cover that big score, get the big score points. Whereas maybe we should go for someone a bit more consistent. Assuming you don't wildcard, likely transfer at this stage, it'll probably be Vardy and Jesus to Lukaku and Abraham, or just Jesus to Morata. Otamendi is suspended yet. Yeah. 53 points. Overall rank is 203,000. All right, people. Let's do the polls. right now, if we've got enough votes. We'll get a few more votes than that. Come on. Let's. Oh, lost my headphones. Overall rank is always important, but there's a lot of the season to go. I'm not panicking about it, that's for sure. I think Aguero is probably the first choice striker at Man City too. I mean, there's only two to choose from, so you got a 50-50 kind of odds of getting it right. But it's still a minutes thing. But then then Aguero, to be fair to him, Jesus, he's the top scorer in. He's a top scorer forward. When did I miss that? And he's missed 4 games really. He played 24 minutes. Wow. Okay. Maybe I'm overlooking Aguero too much. Oh, Dale's finally wildcarding. Sanchez having a poor season, yeah. I mean, Arsenal are just not very good. If you're 2 million in the world now, is there any chance to get top 100k? Yeah, definitely. You got to remember, like, besides just doing well and making the right choices, a lot of people will stop playing, and you'll be able to pass them. Anyone who says answer doesn't get an answer. Why did you sell Aguero? It didn't. If I hadn't sold Aguero, I would have sold Jesus for a hit, so I would have been 1 point worse off. So selling Aguero didn't really matter. It was the captaincy that killed me, not the selling Aguero. Either way, I was bringing Kane in, 100%. Just wildcard already. Right, polls. Let's do them. Will I avoid Captain and Kane at home? Quite possibly, but I don't have to worry too much about that because he has 3 away games in the next 4. When's the next stream going to be? Don't know. Probably just before the next game week. I don't know. Might take a bit of a break over the international break. Charlton didn't get a bonus. Just didn't do enough to get one, basically. I mean, there was 5 goals. Yeah, 5 goals in that game. Alright. Polls. Be interested to see about the one about Kane, considering that's what everyone's talking about right now. Will Lukaku come good? 46% think yes, he has the fixtures. 43% say maybe when Pogba is back. And 9% think nope, form is poor. So a total of about just over 50% think now is not the right time. Is 3-5-2 or 4-4-2 viable? So Yes, 78%. Nope, say 21%. 4-4-2. Azpilicueta in the team. Is it time to look beyond Kane captain? 75% say no, he'll still get big scores. 24% say yes, he's not consistent enough. Should I wildcard? 58% say absolutely, 41% say it's not needed. And Game Week 11 score, 42% of you got 51 to 60, that was the most popular. 26% was 41 to 50. 19% of you scored more than 60. 10% 31 to 40, and none of you scored less than 30, or nobody wants to admit it. I don't need to worry about captaining Kane now against the poor sides at home. He's got like 3 out of 4 away games. Captain him against Watford, Leicester and Arsenal away, perfect. And in Game Week 13, we'll see. Might still go for him. Just for the fun. You were in IKEA today, unlucky. I was in there for like 4 hours. 4.5 hours, it was a killer. Will I be going to Ireland versus Denmark? Nah, but I'll watch it. Yeah, Salah has to be considered as a captain option now. Probably should have already been, to be fair. He's been pretty consistently scoring all season. Up against his old team soon. Chelsea at home. No, I didn't go for the meatballs, and the missus and the kid did. And I really regretted it. I just went for like fish. Bad choice. You had triple captain on Salah, really? 8 hours in IKEA the other week for me buying a kitchen. Wow. Couldn't be doing that. Should you get Zaha or Ramsey? I like Ramsey to be honest, I just don't really like the fixtures. So maybe Zaha for now. Salah over Eriksen. Yeah, I don't think many people are disagreeing with that. We didn't even really buy that much. Well, we did buy a bit. But we know what we need to go back for now. Daniels looks good for 4.8, yeah. Quick wildcard draft. Here's a wildcard draft. Three big hitters up front. Maybe that should be Aguero instead of Lukaku. You get 2 wildcards a season, yeah. 1 in the first half, 1 in the second. Oh yeah, I definitely wanted Kane not to start. I take a 15-point captain every week. I mean, squeezing Aguero and ahead of Morata is tough, to be honest. Let's get rid of Salah or Sterling. Can you free hit wildcard and triple captain? No, you can only use one per week. Calvert-Lewin starts every game. Didn't he not start today? Make sure you don't ham a little wood bit through the flat pack furniture like me. Oops. I'm genuinely thinking of paying someone to set up anything I buy from IKEA. 3 big hitters aren't worth it. If you get Hazard in midfield, he's like a third striker, but you've got to forget formation at that point. Who's better, Morata or Hazard? Or who's better, Morata and Loftus-Cheek, or Hazard and, I don't know, Quainer? To get Loftus-Cheek and Morata is about 0.8 million cheaper than getting Hazard and playing forward. Yeah, I'm not the best at flat pack furniture in the first place. So IKEA, you should watch Match of the Day while you stream. Maybe. See you later, Daniel. If you don't use the wildcard where you have 2 in January, no, you lose it. You have to use it. So 100% use it before January. See you later, Fizzy. Double up with Salah and Mane, that is an option. I think Liverpool are going to keep this up. Sub or transfer Otamendi. I mean, unless you were going to get rid of him anyway, I'd probably just wait a week and they'll be back. Make a team without Kane to see how it looks. Make a team without Harry Kane. Oof. The sound of that in my head just doesn't sound good. Do you not feel like you're missing points opportunities saving your wildcard so that changes are effective for less weeks? Yeah, I know what you mean, but not really. Because we didn't get Sturridge. I mean, Sturridge was once Kane played, Sturridge didn't even come into my thoughts, to be honest. Oh look, I get to do all this over again. The joy. The problem with going out Kane is all it takes is for him to score at home against a weak side, and I want him back. That's all it takes. Bam, 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 bam. Oof, this isn't looking good. Do 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 do. Josh King said, I mean, Josh King, are people watching many Bournemouth games? Is he doing well? Because there's a lot of love for him, but he's not really done anything this season. Like, really done nothing at all, to be honest. Aspilicueta is too expensive. I'm just saying. Let's forget about him. Oh, let's just say Norton for now. So 6.8. Aspilicueta from Gameweek 14 looks essential. I don't know about that. Gross. Don't think I can do gross. I know I should. But I don't think I can. Glenn Murray is essential. Oh, come on. But Zappacosta's not nailed on, is he? So basically, with taking Kane out, I've gone back to the same team with him in, apart from I've got Guerrero or Lukaku instead of Kane. So that 1.1 million I've got in the bank can be used to upgrade Aguero or Lukaku to Kane. Perfect. That's my Kane-less team. I don't think that quite worked out how we thought it might. You're simply doing it wrong if you don't have Kane. I mean, Kane's not really been essential this season. Not by any stretch. Oh, jeez. There goes my mic. I could get David De Gea in goal, I suppose. Transfer Lukaku would be Vardy out, basically. Yeah, I like Vertonghen, but it's expensive. No, can't get Azpilicueta with that 1.1. Not necessarily taking a hit, I might just get Morata. Downgrade one forward to Abraham. I mean, them phones got up massively. Naturally. Could get Ali. Now I can get Azpilicueta. Oh, no I can't. God, he's expensive. I don't know, I just don't like it. Well, I don't hate it. Do I think it's worth holding on to Firmino? Not really, I don't think. He's been looking okay, but I don't know, I just don't know if he's going to be worth it as an FPL asset. Need patience with big defenders. I think patience is what you shouldn't need with big defenders. I want the clean sheets right now. No, I've not played the wildcard yet, Danny. What's the obsession with Loftus-Cheek? I mean, he's just a bench fodder. I'm never going to really play him. I think he's probably better than Tom Carroll. That's about it, really. Azpilicueta went to your school, did he? Nice. Or came to your school to visit. No, I don't want to go through this. Azpilicueta is not that expensive if you compare him with midfielders. Yes, okay, fine. But you can get cheaper defenders that could not match him maybe, but get close. Whereas you won't get midfielders that will match for the cheaper price. So you're better off spending the extra money in midfield. Would you consider that Morata and Lukaku aren't on penalties, whereas Aguero and Kane are? Maybe, yeah. I mean, Kane hasn't had many or any penalties yet, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, Christian for 5.4 million, sure, if Luiz stays gone, but we don't know that's going to happen. Five essentials to put in your wildcard team. It's fate. Horse. Hazard, Otamendi, Richarlison, Salah and Eriksen. Never. Apparently Luiz had a falling out with the players or something. Conte left him out today. Not worth wildcarding. The only thing improved is your bench. Exactly. I've been saying this. I've been saying this all along. It's just the bench. I mean, the goalies is not good. Let's be honest. What's something big to happen in international break? Something that forces me to wildcard. I'm not too bothered about catching price races. It'd be nice, but it's not the end of the world. It's just how long do Norton and Ward keep me out of trouble? I mean, Norton has Bournemouth next game, so I can play him again. I'm always going to play Jones, and Ward has Arsenal, which isn't ideal, but I'd have another transfer that week. I got nothing left in the bank, unfortunately. Will I ever be able to use the bench boost chip? Yeah, probably. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that like button on the stream. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're so close to 6,000 subscribers now. Super close. It's slowed down a little bit, but we're nearly there. I better like the stream myself, haven't I? And don't forget to vote on the polls if you haven't. Nah, I'm probably going to skip the bench boost. Chilwell views. I need to see him start a few more times. Obviously, he didn't start today because he was injured. We'll do the polls again if there's loads more answers, but I don't think there will be. Whatever user bench is not on a double, I'd definitely consider it. Cleverly, yeah, that was a nightmare. Should have, that was like a 6-point swing, him missing that. Yes, your previous points count if you just join the league. Don't panic. Don't panic. Is Richarlison on penalties? I mean, maybe for a couple of weeks. Until Deeney's back, but it'll all change then. I wonder if Richarlison's even good at penalties. I mean, sometimes it's nice to think you got a player on penalties, but if they're awful, like Salah, Well, not that Salah's awful, but obviously he did miss. The league code's in the description of the stream. Silva wanted cleverly to take it over Gray and Richarlison. Oh dear. That didn't go too well. That team will probably never need to be wildcarded, judging by your thinking. I wouldn't say that. Like, if I decide this week, okay, I definitely need 3 premium strikers, then I wildcard. Simple as that. $83 points this week. Wow. Very nice. Is Pope actually going up in price tonight, by the way? I nearly had Zaha in Gameweek 1. So close. If Deitch jump ship, should we be worried about Burnley defensive assets? I'd say they're probably not quite as good at that point. Put it that way. I wouldn't necessarily want to be doubling up. Baines back in our thinking? No, I don't think so. I mean, Everton are still awful. You probably only took that penalty like people pointed out to me on Twitter because Rooney wasn't on the pitch. Not going to get many clean sheets. I mean, just look at his scores. He got 6 in the first week, 12 this week. Otherwise, it's all 2s, 1s and 0s. Baines is just not the player he once was. Oh yeah, Baines is definitely a sentimental pick. Those were the days when he was on free kicks and penalties. Where am I in the league? I should talk about the league more, I know. I'm 326. Awful. Alright, I'm going to do the polls again now. While I'm refreshing, don't forget to hit that like button, people. Hit that subscribe button as well if you're new. 10 away from 6k. Will Lukaku come good? 45% say it's basically the same. 45% say yes, he has the fixtures. 43% maybe when Pogba's back, and 10% say nope, he's in poor form. Is 3-5-2 or 4-4-2 viable? Yes, 78%. No, 21%. Is it time to look beyond Kane captain? 72% say no, he's get big scores. 28% yes, he's not consistent enough. Still people are holding on to that Kane. 58% of you think that I should absolutely wildcard, with 41% saying it's not necessarily needed. And Game Week 11 score, 41% 51 to 60, 25% 41 to 50, 21% 60 plus, 11% 31 to 40, and less than 30 was 0%. So that is your polls. I'm going to leave it there tonight. Thanks, as always, for tuning in. It's much appreciated. Schedule over the international break. I don't know. I'm probably gonna do the review as normal. I'll do a preview and a stream before the game week next week. In between, I don't know if I'll do anything. I don't know. If I wildcard, I might put up a video to kind of say, hey, I'm wildcard, and this is what I'm thinking. You can all come and tell me how wrong I am. That'd be fun. Otherwise, I'm just probably going to use the international break as a good excuse not to do too much. Like I said a few times, I'm moving house. Hopefully that'll get moving a bit quicker over the next couple of weeks. So it'll be a good excuse to just get stuff sorted for that instead of worrying about making videos. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy the break, to be honest. It'll be great to be back, for sure, but I'm going to enjoy it in the meantime. So yeah, that's going to be it from me. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I will catch you in just over a week on the live stream. Look out for the videos in between. And I'll consider getting out the wildcard from the back pocket. Maybe. I just have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Anyway, I'm going to shoot off. Cheers all. Thanks for watching.